on NiP, basically giving him praise and saying he's slowly improving on the AWP. He is slowly showing signs of what he can do. We'll see if he can deliver early on this one as they have to go up against Nine's Vertigo. I said it yesterday, James. I think Nine are one of the few teams I enjoy watching on this map. They've got some nice creative ideas. They've got a really...
Kind of hate Vertigo, but we still enjoy watching Nine play, which is a real credit to their team and what they've been able to do in the games of Vertigo that we have witnessed from them. Running towards B, but not committing. Starting to poke towards A now, maybe trying to catch somebody out of position, double OP, but Roland just keeping an eye on things. You can see him communicating to the squad. We've got mans on deck. Rez is waiting, perhaps for the gimmick smoke. Roland with the Julies, creeping, spots Hades. Spamming now, and the bomb falls at his feet. That's a nice start for him. Flashbang, though, that may deal with him. Indeed, it will. Head trick is here, but how quick is he with these pops? Look at the airtime there. Either way, Rez will deal with that. 3-on-3 as NiP try to hold on to this bomb site. A smoke up on short, and config has been lost as Goofy comes in from the back. Two more to find now. Rez and Alexi B. Alexi B is the one to duel, running low, and Rez will come to clean up to get the reloads in as they're still in a 2v2 situation. Things may slow down as Hades is on the A bomb site, but where is the bomb? They're both creeping around quietly now as they look for more frags.
Hades goes forward, but Rez gets a couple of warning shots and gets to survive. You'll see Hades now drop back with that P250 for the post plant, and Alexi's on the long flag. He might catch him. Oh, he can't get the kill. That was a golden opportunity that's gone awry for Alexi. And now Rez has to try and deliver. And it's so hard for him here. They don't have to fight him. Oh, that's a clean kill from Rez. He'll get towards the bomb, but Minio's going to peek from the other side. And Rez not ready. The dualies line up the final frag. Nine in with the pistol.
Start as you mean to go on. Noble effort from Brolan. Promised with the bomb falling at his feet. Pistol rounds often a back and forth affair. See the P250 from Hades as well. So crucial to have in a pistol round for a T-side when there is range. Equalizer at medium to long range. So we'll see the force fight from Ninjas in Pajamas. Rez will have the French gun. Go to a train station in France and you'll see the army walking around with FAMAS. Remainder of the squad with pistols, save for Brolan with the MP9. Oh, double nades. Somehow dodges most of that damage, Alexi B. Going a little too far, maybe. Down the ramp, Rez goes. Emergency here, interestingly. Got a little too wide, though, so he will be traded by Key. Essential rifle to be collected if Goofy finds himself near it with that Mac 10. Mac 10 has its own utility in a round such as this, though. Still dangerous as Minio will thin the numbers for Ninjas in Pajamas and avoid the trade frag. Creeping through mid, but a double peek might be on the way. But he's still playing safe. 45 seconds on the clock and only 2 remain. Starting to creep forward now in this mid position. Minio keeping them on it, bomb planted. They'll lose a rifle. That is a nice pickup for NiP. They have no kits. So I imagine Headtrick wants to save this. Thumbs up to the Rops sticker. Man like Rops.
I love Rops. Well then, Nine will convert this round. Off to a very good start in this one. Do you have a favorite pro, James, or is that too hard of a question to answer?
So people always say, like, who's your favorite player, right, over the years? And it's quite a few years now. But for me, it's been more about favorite teams, like stylistically who I enjoy watching play, who is quite engaging. Rops would certainly be one of my favorite players. You can see James recently did a video, I think, on Rops lurking on Inferno, if I remember correctly. He's a great person to learn from in terms of how he plays. But I also have conversations with him in DM about equipment, about mice technology and all kinds of stuff. So he's just such a smart player, you know, and he's when he was coming up like years ago, actually before he was coming up, I think Vendetta and I were playing Face It, and Rops was on the other side, and his team beat my team, and he took a screenshot of the result and saved it, and he found it in some folder years later and tweeted it, which I thought was funny. So I joked and said I taught him everything he knows. But Rops would certainly be a favorite one. I think he's a great beacon for young players in terms of what is possible. It was 2017 where he was struggling to like explain to his family. I mean, everybody does, you know.
Yeah.
Like we are essentially non-traditional, if you will. Like he was struggling to explain to his family the opportunities that were being afforded to him at the time, the professional teams and so on, and it being a real career choice. Obviously, since then, people like around him, not just his family, but his school understood the opportunities. The school was super flexible and said, all right, let's, you know, pursue your dreams and we'll do what needs to be done to allow you to study at the same time and so on. So I think for a multitude of reasons, Rops is certainly a favorite. I think Nico is as well, as one of the best players in the world. Yeah. Like if he's the only person remaining on the team, the way he lines up pre-fires of angles and so on is just so fascinating to watch. So those are two players who come to mind immediately.
Very nice. This B site is open for 9, so they'll be fine here. Yeah, the other thing with Rops is like there was a period where people thought he was just cheating in FPL. Like they couldn't believe he was so good. He had to like fly out to London to play on a different PC for people to believe he was legit. I mean, that's always a cool story.
Yeah, so again, it was one thing like the family don't understand. It's another thing the pros don't understand. Yeah. But also in that latter sense, I think he marks a generational shift in Counter-Strike where we didn't have the infrastructure in CS that we do now, where you can have all these like youngsters come up and just destroy everybody who's been playing the game for years and so on. You're like, okay, all these years come and go, and you know you have all this wisdom, and that's how you win. But these teenagers come in, and they're just smart, and they deliver the goods. So he represents many things in this game.
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, look at that for NiP. Actually, a couple of AKs stolen, which they will take. Don't have too much to work with in this round. That was a good shot from Brolan. Config is someone to watch whenever NiP are on the server. He's been their highest rated player at this tournament so far, and he hasn't always been in his best form here on this specific NiP lineup. It looks like it's all coming together, and his raw aim is fantastic. There's a fight into ramp. The nade looks good. It won't quite land, though. So just some early damage onto 9, and this molly will land up towards mid if they want it. It's a very cheeky one.
A big headshot from Goofy. Important duel won by Goofy, and there's so much time on the clock. Really compromising Lynx in pajamas now. You start to fall back, and Goofy is behind enemy lines, cutting this defense to pieces. Headtrick might have a free one though as Goofy repositions. Has he done enough though? Plenty of footsteps making their way towards the A-bomb site now, charging up the ramp. Headtrick will fall back and stay close to his teammates. They still don't know if anybody's in the mid position as they're looking that way as they make their way towards A. 45 seconds on the clock now. 9 are starting to creep. They don't have any smoke grenades though for the usual execute onto the A-bomb site to plant the bomb. So time will be of the essence, but Headtrick will jiggle into his doom, into his demise as Hades dispatches of him with the AWP. Patiently waiting as Hades, 2 remain, but again, it's them who need to plant the bomb. They have thinned the numbers, and Kylar's coming in from the back. That'll be the end of config. Now Rez is being pulled from pillar to post. Which way does he go?
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb planted on A. Seems he may be disengaging then. How did Goofy get into such a deep position?
Nine are really good at that. They're really good at getting Goofy up mid and just making him a real nuisance. Love to see it. I also love Goofy's name because it's like the least intimidating name ever. So if you say, oh, I lost against Goofy, you just sit there like, oh, doesn't sound great. But no, he's deadly, man. Goofy's great. I'm pretty sure Nine said in some of the interviews as well, okay, just about survives. I think they said that Goofy's the guy always with the smile on his face on the team. So I guess it makes sense if you're going to pick that name. Yeah, look at that, man. Through the smoke. Oh, that's so cheeky.
I have a Face-It jersey. On the back of it, it says Black Heaton. Okay. Because I reckon I look like a slightly black version of Heaton. I think that we look kind of similar, and we've got a similar build. So I literally have a jersey that has Black Heaton printed on the back of it.
All right, nice.
Something you didn't know. 4-0-4-9, a strong expected start on the T side of Vertigo. This is where we were fascinated by their play yesterday, and they'll continue in the same fashion. Goofy just slinking past the defenses there from the NiP and crumbling them from the inside. They'll be back on the bye once more in round 5, NiP. So let's see what they're able to do.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for them to come back from. I can see Config with the AWP and the spawn. So I will be keeping my eye on him once this round starts. Though if we get a reset, maybe the spawns change. Who knows? Over on the other stream, we have Counter-Strike aplenty. The mainstream game has got underway. It is Furia versus FaZe. That is also a fantastic matchup. Got to keep your eyes on both monitors right now. Furia currently 4-1 up. So nice start for them. See if they can keep that up. For now, though, it is the double AWP setup for NiP. And Config does have that spawn. I think he's just going to play mid with it. Oh, he tried the B-hops. Yeah, just going to hold mid. Headtrick will take his AWP over to Ram.
Presence shown by 9, perhaps expecting to be entertained by more utility. They'll focus their efforts elsewhere. Could be shock and awe. Yeah. Got Goofy lining up some grenades, it looks like. Maybe some flashes. Here we go. There's one for the mid position. Rez aflame, but he'll still deliver onto Kylak. 52 HP for him as he moves back to a more passive position. The mollies continue in that same spot now. Such a strong position for the CT. Really important to deal with it. NiP will create some space for themselves with the smoke grenade. But 9, I'm not going to overcommit. The AWP is still in situ. And they're holding by the stairs. Hades will be rewarded as Rez looks for information. Very expensive to find it. Do they hear the reload now? Config has posted up and taken the angle. There's no utility left beyond the smoke and a HE grenade. Oh, Config looks to his left-hand side just as they come out, and all the frags are going the way of 9 on this bomb site. Not sure if there's anything else for NiP to do at this point.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, the utility really solid there from 9. I think that was a counter flash from NiP, which is what allowed Rez to survive a little longer. Certainly, it seemed like there was that counter flash to allow him to get away from the molly on site. But even though he got the 1 kill, he was traded eventually. And then Config, I mean, it was pretty unfortunate. But man, both those shots just missing. Looks away at just the wrong time. And 9 showing us that wealth of strategy available to them on their T side. This time, a nice play into the B bomb site.
They're actually so cool to watch on Vertigo. It's refreshing.
Just like a good Warana.
You see Rez delivering the kill despite the molly, and there are more mollies to keep him away from that position as well. They just hold in the middle of the site. They cut that site in half diagonally. Hades posted up with the AWP.
Hades loves trying these plays early. Just tries to get posted up. Sees if anyone is in position. Not this time, though.
Certified man's Hades. Oh, getting that information from Banks yesterday. Helping to put Ninjas in Pajamas at maximum loss bonus. Still looking for their first kill, as is first round, excuse me. Alexi B still looking for his first kill. Barely mentioned Config yet. 1 for 4 at the moment with a FAMAS, but we'll come to him later. Config's going to get dropped in mid by Hades. Someone's going to have to go and pick up the slack there. Look how patient they are again. Round after round, we're seeing NiP try to make a difference and push forward. It's risky, and they're being waited for, but this time Headtrick delivers.
Yeah, both AWPers getting kills for their respective squads, but there's a rotation into B from NiP here. Rez decides to get up close. There is only one molly available. There's a boost in play also. Rez should be able to hear all of this. They've spotted him, and they spam him down. Rez falls early. There is now another rotator arriving, but it's Alexi, the first pillar on the hold. He's only able to get one, but his teammate's been dealt with. How much can Alexi do here?
Wow.
Nothing. What a shot from Minio. Unless Headtrick finds something, which he has, maybe this round is still doable. He's just dropped the bomb on the site. They will get it down now.
They had to do that fast. Very, very urgent with about 15 seconds on the clock. Headtrick in the 1 versus 2. Doesn't seem like he fancies it. Guess he feels like the prospect of being trade fragged at least is just too great. No kit for him. I'm not sure if there was one on the site either way. He will abandon ship. And 9 will continue the clean sheet. You can see the frustration on the faces of Ninjas in Pajamas. 9 are a very strong team on this map.
Hades was just giving fist bumps. Round isn't even over yet, but I mean, he knows he's won the round. I just love that he takes his hands off his keyboard and his mouse. He's like, yeah, I'm chilling, having a good time. Show off that knife, why not?
Getting more expensive by the day.
True.
Very nice shot by Hades. That's a tight one from Headtrick as well. But again, the rough spot for an NiP. 9 will find an advantage or take the map control. And then just wait, just hold while they've got the time. And NiP will try and fight their way back into the game, but they've got to walk into the angles, which are often inferior. That could prove to be very painful indeed. Spoke about Headtrick being so young. First major and so on, obviously. Config, much more experienced head. With his own struggles as well. Of course, bearing in mind how young a lot of these people are, constantly on the road, as Fnatic said. Got to grow up in the public eye. Don't get to walk in the park and learn the life lessons as normal. Renewed focus on Counter-Strike as they look for their first round versus 9. And again, all credit to this squad of 9. They are very good on this map. Very good indeed, as you will find out if you haven't seen them play Vertigo before. Looking for round number 7 as we see a mixed bag from Ninjas in Pajamas. A half buy from them. They've got the AWP on Headtrick, pops and pans around it to fight with as well.
Pops and pans can be useful in some scenarios. Maybe not in CS. Oh, they get back. As the smoke fades. Roland goes for the jump peak. Really hard to hit that there, especially on this specific angle from K. Wow. Okay, Rez was ready for the boost. It's a pretty common boost, but still hard to pre-aim that. Fantastic headshot from Rez, and he will ask for assistance. They've still got this AWP in play.
.50 seconds remain. As the process on A begins, but they're still lurkers towards B. Minio traded. They know where the AWP is. Does that raise the urgency now? Surely that's the go command. Roland gets dropped. There's more to play with, but they've got to clear this out. Just laser focus, tunnel vision. Goofy will trade Alexi B though. He's found the key frags, but Headtrick's made it to 1 versus 1. He's dropped the bomb as well. Goofy going for the flank. Headtrick has no idea. He's looking for it now, though. Shotgun mode, and he finds a quick scope. Headtrick, the spatial awareness, fantastic from him. Really marginal round, but that was a half buy from NiP.
Yeah, Headtrick having that AWP ends up having a huge impact. That's why you save it, because you can do things like that with it. Looked like Goofy had made the difference, but Headtrick fires back. And then the awareness to catch that flanking player. Brilliant from Headtrick, really finding his footing now on NiP. And 9 putting presence over towards B early. NiP finally with that first round on the board, but you've always got to be ready. Kai already up ramp, that nade. Oh, that's it. Headtrick's done for. Nothing he can do. And that is just such a quick start to the round from 9.
Config and Rez have a combined $0 in the bank. This is a very dicey situation. Does Alexi B die on his sword here? Or did he all fall back to one bomb site, gets his bell rung, and he might have to concede here. They might have to all just go to B together. It's so awkward for them. There's still a minute on the clock, though. Like, where do they play from in this scenario? They're kind of being invited to press on and lose everything, as we see there from Config again. 9 take advantages, then they hold and punish. The CT's looking for information. It happens again, and they're down to 2. Really rough situation for Ninjas in Pajamas. They get a frag on key, but again, what can they really do here?
Bomb has been planted.
Okay. Goofy on the hunt, but Alexi B will survive for now, it seems.
Yeah, he's all right. But NiP as a whole are not. That's just brutal. Like, you win your first round and you lose the next one so quickly. With K just getting up ramp so early, little gap in the smoke. Headtrick gets caught out. K gets up to the site, catches the rotate. It feels so easy. But it's thanks to him getting into that advanced position early that NiP you weren't accounting for.
Config's having a nightmare. Still 1 kill. 1 for 7 at the moment. Vertigo, Mirage, and Overpass. That is our series. Mirage will be a very fun map indeed. Always explosive. Vertigo, more of an acquired taste. 9 certainly love the taste of it. Oh god, it's collapsing again. It's like they're gravitating towards a trash compactor and being flattened round after round. Alexi B's found something on the ramp though. He's kept it close enough. Config keeps finding himself on a FAMAS, which is less than ideal on the buy rounds especially. FAMAS and 10 HP versus an AK. Very rough situation. Look at this swing from Alexi B though. Picking up the slack. There's more work to be done. 1 minute remains for 9. I have some information on Alexi B's whereabouts anyway. He's got all the frags in this round. What of the remainder of the squad? Minio's creeping in towards B, it looks like. I'm not sure if he's underneath or above. Oh, he's on the site. He's seen that it's empty. He's seen it's completely empty as presence has been shown towards the A bomb site. But if they rotate, will they be going into Config who's coming in from the back? Are they expecting this? Kylab is walking with his gun out, but they're going to line up for Config exactly what he needed. 3 kills on the board now, and NiP find a second.
That's more like it. A mid-round maneuver that works out for NiP. Config able to get in behind. And even though they give up the B bomb site, they realize with Config down there, it's very hard for those ramp players to make it back. And 9 actually don't expect the flank. So NiP catching 9 off guard for once. And that is all 9 need to decide they want to take a timeout. They're not happy getting caught off guard in that one. Great to see Config getting involved after a pretty slow start. He can be an inconsistent player, but still likes to make proactive plays, and nice to see that one pay off.
is a huge round for NiP. This is the round where they can break 9. If they can find a way to do it. I feel like consecutive round wins are looking somewhat difficult for NiP with how strong 9 are, but doesn't matter how they find a win here if they do. And that could open the floodgate for a late comeback in this half. So far, so good. Key punished by Brolan, who dances around the smoke grenades. Has to be careful though. Hades is lurking, but the smoke cover is good. Be aware of your silencer. He'll create some space for himself. Saying hello with some shots, but no one's there. So 9 will have some hardship early then, a 4 versus 5. Even with 4 players, they can find a way to have a good spread on Vertigo. That may not be the case on this round though.
Molly in play for Brolan, so he can peek. Oh wow, he still takes the fight. Love that play from Brolan, and the nade will help him. He lines up 2-1 through the smoke. Goofy didn't know what hit him. Oh, Brolan with a beautiful round.
Wow. Just lit them up with no Fs given. 4 kills for him. And there's no bomb plant for 9. We said that was a big round for them. And look at the style in which they won it. They put 9 on $2,000 per person. Lining up for him perfectly. Goofy in the smoke has no idea what hits him. What a fantastic round for NiP. And now they have opened the floodgates. This is their chance to catch up to 9. Poverty round for them. A P250 and some P shooters. The Glock's armor penetration isn't great versus that P250. This is the chance for Ninjas in Pajamas to build. Oh my days. Ouch. Kylar got absolutely wrecked by that HE grenade.
He got
timing. Oh, there'll be a shooting gallery for Ninjas in Pajamas around that mid position, but the 9 are trying to swarm somewhere. Their target has to be a bomb plant here, or a kill at the very least. Making their way towards the A-bomb site. Head tricks on the pistol, which will be enough. Kylo with 15 HP. Just the one bullet probably be good. Just dancing around the pillar. His teammates will clean up. Everybody survives for NiP. Perfect round.
Nice little ring around the rosy. The head trick. Waits for his teammates to arrive. I also find it kind of funny that Config basically stole those kills from Alexi B at the start of the round. But you know, you got to do it. Got to make sure your teammate doesn't go down to the pistols. And now 9 back on the buy. Nice to see NiP putting up a fight here because we know 9 are incredibly good on this map. I wouldn't call them Vertigo specialists. I think that would be a bit unfair to them. They're a very well-rounded team, but they are exceptional on this map. Now seeing NiP start to put up a fight on ramp though. Utility early, making it difficult for 9 to make progress here.
VLC media player in the middle of the ramp.
I wonder why they chose the traffic cone as the logo. We may never know.
5-man on road. Roland's boost might come at a very good time. Spots Keith's head, but can't finish off. Actually, he can finish off the job. How many did he see? How compromised is this play from 9 in their eyes? Could be even more so as that smoke is deployed on short. Head trick moving back to the site now, looking towards the sandbags. Brolan is here as well. Then there were 2. 9 don't have the control they used to. This looks like another failure of a round for them. Config from the back once again. Really making life harder for them. Dealing with the matter. 5 alive for Ninjas in Pajamas as they continue the catch-up. 9 look like they are out of ideas at the moment.
Yeah, it's just NiP finding some nice info in the mid-rounds right now. This time with the little boost. And then Brolan, while running back, just about able to get that spam on through. And wow, that was clean from Brolan. Config again on that flank. He's the man to lock it in. And to lock 9 out from the recent rounds. And it's another timeout taken from 9. This has been an excellent adjustment from NiP. I really thought they weren't going to be able to manage this, but they found the solutions here. And now 9 down on pistols yet again.
Poverty status. And they're light on grenades as well. We see another smoke grenade being added late on, but I don't feel like there's enough util to suggest a deliberate execution. A set piece, if you will. Look how fast they've made their way up towards short, though. He is here with lightning speed, and Minio's going to run distraction from the front. This might be enough then. Hedrick's going to be exposed. He's not going to see this coming. Still alive for the time being, but this has to be the green light for the rest of the squad. Down goes the AWP. They have position now. Alexi B's compromised. He's going to fall back. It's going to be self-preservation here. Look at the swing from 9 with the pistols. That might just be enough. Tyler and Goofy dispatched of Key, having a look-see. 3 versus 2. Plenty of money for NiP. They've lost the AWP. They might lose the AKs as well, but surely they've got to go for this. They both have kits. They both have smokes. Deploying the util now as well. They need to find some kills, though. There's no way they defuse this bomb with 3 players standing. I would be absolutely shocked. There's the first fate. Nobody doing anything, though, but Config will get domed by the Tech 9. And there goes Rez as well. So lightning fast up the short position. NiP had no idea.
Yeah, that's a sneaky play. NiP decided to stack more heavily with players on B. I think they were ready for this round being pistols, and they were maybe scared it was just going to be a quick B pop. But they left that option open. They left construction open. K gets into position, and as soon as he does that, the round starts to collapse. That one small oversight for NiP cost them. And now 9 with an excellent opportunity here. Already 8 rounds, could get up to 9 or 10. Flash for Config, info for Rez. Our 9 players moving into position now, though. And that's a great nade. Kyler down to 41.
Oh, ooh, devastating. Pre-fire as well. Gets the knife out and dies in silently. 4v4, Config is here. And things will slow down once again. Still time. Skirmishes around the B-bomb site. How far does Config go? Does he think it's a full evacuation? Looks like he did. And again, 9-3. NiP push. You trying to shoot it down?
I don't know. I think he might have just seen it poke it out and just shot it. I'm not sure. Either way, 9 go back to this A bomb site. Oh, well, Alexi gets a kill elsewhere. Not that much utility here for 9. Got to deal with this AWP.
Down cues as well. Roland expects 26 seconds. Hops up to get slam dunked by Goofy, of course. Hedrick with an awkward one. And out Hedrick versus Key. 1v1, plants the bomb in a safe position. Oh my God, that was so clean. So clean from Hedrick. Key could have planted the bomb. Wasn't showing much, but showing just enough. Hedrick, that was nasty.
Ooh, man, Hedrick feeling it right now. This is great to see from the young AWPer. Oh, it's such a great reaction shot. Love seeing it in slow-mo. I wasn't sure when Hedrick joined this team. I thought he looked better with the rifle than the AWP, but he is proving me wrong. He is definitely stepping up right now. And I'm all here for it. I love being proven wrong. And it's shots like that landing. Roland again brawling on ramp. He's won that first fight. But he still wants to stick around. Back into the molly. Might be time to get out of there.
Both conceding their position. They'll have to disengage. Another 4v5. We have a fight on our hands. I love this. Ninjas in Pajamas have come to play. Hedrick on 13 kills now. Top of the leaderboard. Roland makes it 10. 5v3 for Ninjas in Pajamas. Minute 10 on the clock. They're lining up for Config. He's going to hold his position. Grenades are on the way, but he delivers the second one. Punishing 9 in the last round of the first half. Minio versus 5. Util flies in his direction. That rotation as well, allowing Headtrick to get a free one. Well, that was quite the comeback then from Ninjas in Pajamas. It's kept close at half-time. More Vertigo action to come. Counter-Strike legend Taz is keeping a keen eye on this match. Recent comments from him on Twitter. G5 Taz on Twitter. Incredible result for NiP after seeing how lost they were at the start of the map. 9 is dropping the ball. It's their map to lose. Simply fits them too good. He also said if NiP want to win the series, they need config balls out. I'm assuming he's referring to tennis balls. 9 have a lead at half-time. The Julies are out on the CT side as NiP look to encroach on the A bomb site. Roland is creeping, and he's got 4 players in tow. Focusing up the ramp as Roland waits for a peek that may come, may not come. In the meantime, Minia will have a look from the back, and Roland will be dispatched off easily by T. Moving round now to the site. The Julies are barreling off. They're rattling off on that sandbag player. They're not quite finding what he's looking for. We've got a flanker all the way around that short position, and he's still delivering. Very long reload on those Julies. His teammates here for help as well. Bomb not planted just yet. This is chaos. I think they're heading towards B. They are going on a procession towards that B bomb site. Res of 7 HP will try to catch them off guard. Key jumping around the corners. 6 golden coins. Super Mario to try and avoid those headshots. And Rez, the flank is here with that Glock, trying to run distraction, running out of bullets, and it looks like Kyler will come back for him, but who's going to win what? Rez will deliver. 7 HP in a dream, and now it's Key 1 versus 3. 2 on the site, 2 to find, but it will be Headtrick with the headshot to tie the score. 8 apiece.
Wow, what a chaotic pistol round. K trying to do what he could on ramp, just running distraction almost weirdly in this position as he tries to get in behind. But then 9 not really able to fight for the site well enough. And as soon as NiP realize they can just run it over to B, they make the most of that. Even though Rez didn't get the initial kill from behind, he makes up for it. He's 9 down to USPs, and so NiP should get the lead here. What a comeback this has been. It was 7-1 down at one point, NiP.
Yeah, this is quite something. They are putting up a fight and then some. That's a hell of a choke point to deal with USPs. But Rez is still running low on bullets. There will be a flashbang. He's down to the Glock. I think he might have some help on the way. Indeed, he will. Everybody survives for Ninjas in Pajamas. And they take the lead versus 9. I feel like, from what we've seen of 9 on Vertigo, this looks like the hardest map for Ninjas in Pajamas to win. I feel like Taz's comments on Twitter kind of are in that direction as well. But here we are with NiP in the lead early in the second half. Of course, 9 are coming in for their first buy now. Let's see what they can do. Kyler will have to pull his socks up here. 5 for 14 at the moment. At a hard time of things in the latter half of that first half. But it's a new day now on the CT side as we go to an early boost here for Key. Oops.
Yeah, okay, they go for it again, even though they make the noise. Roland is going up on sandbags. He's been spotted. Nice boost initially in the round for 9. He will come towards this position. Minio almost caught mid-air there. Now decides it's time to fall back. Got the man advantage and damage onto Alexi. This looks very good for 9. The stat line for Headtrick, by the way, 19 for 4. That is crazy.
That is huge, considering the score at the beginning, 1-7. That's a hell of a performance from him. Key is dropped on the ramp. They continue to try and trade. I think the bomb may have been spotted there. Needs to be rescued by NiP. Molly to try and delay things, to try and buy some time. And have a look at Hades' position. This may have gifted 9 something extra as the T's tried to swing on that bomb, and Config finds himself in a 1v3 now. Bomb collected, 30 seconds, but does he ever get past this position? The answer is no, not on this occasion. 9 fights straight back.
And you do see quite often a team, when they go onto their opponent's pick, they get to start on CT's side. That was the luxury that NiP had. But now you might be on a map you're not that comfortable on, and that is normally much more difficult to deal with when you're on T's side. And you see here, they hang around on ramp, but 9 are just drawing out those fights and consistently coming out on top in the third timeout taken by NiP. They will now have the full rifles. So that will be a benefit for them.
Much work to be done here by both squads. M4s and AKs, some Galils as well. Plenty of utility, a big focus on Vertigo. Early engagements towards B. Config lurking in that mid position. Presence being shown towards B yet further than from Ninjas in Pajamas. Looking forward to the AWP getting involved on the CT side. But for now, NiP are fishing for something. 9 able to avoid. 497 HP for 9 at present. Rez had a nice angle, but Goofy will get the better of him. 8 HP and a dream for Goofy. That's information for them, which is important. NiP responding now, starting to creep up towards A. Silently, mind. Roland's in position. We saw this in a pistol as well. His teammates creeping around Goofy. He is dodging so much fire at the moment, staying alive, holding position. He trying to trade. He finds 2 before Roland can activate, and that is huge. 3v2 before the bomb is planted. 20 seconds, and there's no util in the hands of NiP at present. Kyler coming in from the back. He can hear that rotation. How do they get this bomb planted? 9 are simply waiting. Roland full committing to it with 12 seconds on the clock. Config holding down the angle to the left, but again, they may have somebody coming in from behind. We can see it on the X-ray. That is Kyler. 9 showing presence elsewhere. There goes Config, and then Brian's got so much to do. Trying to find something around this. Mo Goofy looking over the top. The transfer, it won't be enough. 2 plays to 5 for 9 as they make it 10-9.
Bomb has been defused.
Yeah, well worked there by 9 in that round. They got that early kill, got off to the advantage over on B. And then K was in such a good position. This is a real difference maker in this round. Getting this double kill puts them in a great spot. And they just wait for that flag from Kyler. That's all they need. Swing together on the final fight. Really well managed round by 9. And it looks like they have got themselves back into control here on this CT side. See, it is pistols in play now for NiP. First fight already goes the way of the CTs.
Is this 9 stabilizing on their CT side after a noble comeback from NiP in the first half? Of course, this round won't be the measure with the weaponry we see from NiP. Definitely something to think about, though, for the next buy round. Great transfer from Hades. Just leaving Rez as the last man standing. Nothing doing here then.
Counter-terrorists win.
There we go. 9 up to 11. Leading NiP by 2 rounds. NiP will have the buy back, but you can already see Brolan forced onto a Galil. Same for Alexi. They want to focus that utility on a couple of their players. AK is available, though, for some of the big hitters on the NiP side. That nade just does a bit of damage onto Config. Roland taking a little bit of damage, actually. Meanwhile, Kyler's gone aggressive down B stairs.
Measured approach from NiP at the beginning of these rounds. We observed the exchange of utility. This time Config has Alexi B around him in that mid position, but it seems they're falling back somewhat. Look at these mollies for Ninjas in Pajamas. Well, there's one less now as Rez gets decapitated. If they had plans towards B, they are a lot more awkward now. And without that map control, kind of telegraphed what they might be doing. 9 will be expectant of more players towards A. That'll make life even harder for NiP. 40 seconds on the clock, almost all the util is gone for 9, but they are 2 frags to the good now. Config creeping in. It's going to be a dry one. This is such a strong angle from Minio. Delivers almost to Hedrick, down to 4 HP. What do you even do here for NiP? Losing that player on B was a catastrophe for them. then it's Headtrick in a sandwich, and he is the meat. 12 rounds for 9.
Yeah, they just got crushed, NiP, in that round. It's like a hydraulic press, destroying them. And I love that Kyler still makes that aggressive play, even though he's not having a great game individually. He gets aggressive down on B stairs. It's so important to still be willing to make those plays, exert pressure on the map. You'll hear the pros talk about how much Counter-Strike is a mental game. Now, NiP's mental might be in trouble after that round because that one did not feel close. And this T side has been going pretty badly wrong for them. Final timeout taken. What can NiP get going here?
Since the pistol, it's been all 9, really. NiP needs to find a way to break them in these buy rounds. We've seen so many people broken by Tech-9s, though, mentally and physically, and this might be another example. Always good to have a deliberate plan around like this. Axe loss bonus after this round, unless NiP can find something here. Left and right click release. Fair chunk of damage. 4 of these 5 plays of Kevlar, it's worth noting, so they can take some kind of fight. Goofy gets his bell rung again, as does Minho. And with the style that NiP will be bringing into this round, if they can close the distance here, we might see a few kills for them. Headtrick creating some space. Drawing CTs towards that mid position if he can. They might line up for Kylar, though. 2 remaining, 1 in mid, 1 on the B-bomb site, carrying that bomb. There'll be 2 kills for Ninjas in Pajamas. No bomb plant for them. But they've done some damage. If they can mount a comeback, then that may have a part to play.
Nice and comfy for Kyler on that B-bomb site. Slowly getting his kill count up. Honestly, though, the stats of the players, you know, in theory, you look at them and you wouldn't assume that 9 have this lead, especially with Headtrick having such good stats on the T side. But the rounds that they have won have looked very good. Sometimes they forced NiP just to save. Headtrick with that all. Hard scoped on ramp. No one here contesting aggressively until that smoke goes down. We might see K try and peek over the top of it. Roland's got up towards construction. Ooh, K has got that kill he was looking for.
Oh boy.
In position, he's somehow got 2 before Roland can trade.
They know the AWP's here now. The smoke is up already. Is he able to escape? Roland is enacting revenge. Look how fast that was from Hades. 1 versus 2. Headtrick with the AWP. Getting tagged down to 1. But still standing. He could be killed by a flashbang. 1 minute on the clock. He has the bomb. He doesn't know that there are 2 players on A, which is why he's in shotgun mode. Now, there's a fair chance he finds himself a 1v1 as time passes, moving away from the A-bomb site. Do 9 stick together as 2? Or do they try to cover both bomb sites? They're still both on A. 36 seconds. The longer this goes on, the more they have to consider things here. Creeping around mid. Surely he starts looking towards sight at the wrong time here. The quick scope from Headtrick.
Oh,
heading towards the A-bomb site now. He is running to his demise. Assuming the other player was on the B-bomb site, they did stick together and it paid off for them. 14-9.
Yeah, you can see what Headtrick's thinking there. Maybe thinking that because he's been quiet for so long that they would have rotated to B, preempting that play. Oh, man, that second shot, lovely from K. Let's move off to that good start. Headtrick still made it close for a second, but Goofy pulls his gun out just as he hears Headtrick. The ragdoll goes flying. Tech-9s again for NiP. 14-9 down. This is going to be a long road ahead of them. They want to come back on this map.
So many Tech 9s. Very, very dangerous. Kyler has a quick look. I don't think he saw much of anything there. Looking for that boost. Hades getting into position, looking for the transfer. That's information at least. See if the rifle fell into enemy hands. Or if it's still up top. We have a boost coming as well. Brand collects that M4. Not sure if it needs a reload. That would concede his position, but he's dropped back onto the stairs. 10 bullets in the magazine, 1 minute on the clock. 2 rounds away from the WR9.
Back towards ramp. Grouped up our NiP. Meanwhile, Minio will adjust the setup, bring a second player onto the A site itself. There are 2 smokes here for NiP, though, and not much utility for 9. So as these smokes come in, have to be the spam through them. Minio able to get 1 before the smokes really bloom. On plant looking unlikely right now, but maybe they will be able to get it. Headtrick low on health, gets it down. He won't be able to get away safely, and Config will try and cause some chaos. But I think he should be able to deal with this. He'll do his best. He'll get 1. Trying to transfer, but there's a player behind him. It is 9 up to 15 rounds. NiP putting up a fight briefly on this map, but 9 have taken over here on their CT side.
I think people were concerned for a moment, knowing how strong 9 are on this map, but they're pulling away. They have pulled away. Many chances to convert now. AKs are out, as well as the AWP for NiP. Headtrick on 25 frags here. Still ahead of everybody else. He's got 21, Minio on 20. Put in big numbers on that first half and has done the same in the second. But it might not be enough against a very good team called 9.
Hades with that orb, just waiting. I like the 9 are willing to play without ramp control. On their CT side, throwing different looks in on different rounds. It's all scoped in. Will land a shot onto Brolan. Clean pick for 9 early in the round.
Heading towards 45 seconds left. Again, very slow and deliberate from NiP. Trying to deny information, but Hades is having none of that. Ready for Headtrick. Much better angle for Hades. Much better. Delivers onto Alexi B as well. They are getting shut down, ninjas in pajamas, 1 by 1. So much for Rez to do. So little time to do it. He has the bomb, but I don't see a plant coming anytime soon. All the angles are covered. Popping up Rez. So many targets. He's found 2 of them, but he still needs to plant that bomb. 1v2. He solo, but there is the final trade. A noble attempt, but wasn't enough in the end. After a close end to the first half and a close start to the second, 9 pull away and secure Vertigo.